Hello, pre-notification gang. Happy Thursday to you as well, Ginger. Darman today? No, probably not. Thanks, Panther. Thanks to resub Sour Baileys. Will you watch the new movies on HBO Max? Yeah. I haven't seen the rover landing. I forgot that was today. There's a stream, right? Perseverance rovers landing on Mars updates. I'm sure chat will keep me updated. I play Mr. Beast today. Good morning. You gonna put up 10k like Lud? Fuck no. I'm not putting up 10k like Lud. Mr. Beast he's sound. Like he's not bad. I'm not gonna risk 10k. Jesus Christ. Nice with the prime Shav Turtle. Anal Pigment is cool. Is that a band? Thanks to Prime Terror Propaganda. Thanks to the Prime Yapo Plays. And Mean Mr. Mitch. And the resub Main Man Monkey. And the gift sub TWP. Did you look at Mr. Beast's openings? Yes. Daniel and I went over a few of them. Thanks to the resub Gisdor. And Sim Dante. And the tier 1 Bacon Wolf. Thanks to the prime beef patty. No, I have not followed the Mars landing. I forgot about it. Did I see the Mortal Kombat movie trailer? Did they release a new trailer? Ah, there is a new trailer. Yeah, I'll check it out. It seems like this trailer isn't working super well. Ah, there we go. Wait, this is Red Band. Is there titties or anything in this? I mean... Uh-oh. No, just blood. You sure? Thanks to the bits Airwalker and Chak and the Prime Bang Banksy. I'll wait a minute or two. Thanks to the resub Fausto and the bits Bash. Quite a few red bands have just full-on titties in them. It makes me concerned. Since when does Mortal Kombat have tits? Do you play Mortal Kombat with your eyes closed or something? What do you mean? Thanks to the resub Mies, Alex, and Baka. And the tier 1 Doper. Doing right, Legacy. Hope you're doing well. And thanks for the bits, Anna. Haven't seen you in a while. But hope things are going well. That's a brutal work schedule. Holy shit. There's the Prime Vazda. And thanks to the bits, Chumsky. I don't have to right now. Thanks to the resub Dick Nuggets. Hey, nice, Alex. Hope you're doing well. Okay, I'll watch it in a minute. There's the Prime Fulcrum. GTA RP later, only if Burns' internet is working again. My day's been alright, Cactus. Well, yeah, it's a tournament today. I play Mr. Beast. Nice movie music. And thanks for the 5 and the resub Evan. And the bits Stevie, Anna, and Chumsky. Can't do that, Chumsky. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Anna. Oh, Tetris opening doors again. Jesus Christ. Thanks to the resub. I like toes. 1 second. Petra. What are you opening? Alright, I'm back. Thanks to the resub, Johnny. And we'll see, Jack. Mr. Beast isn't bad, though. Thanks to the resub, Paradox. Play the Mr. Beast bot. Yeah, it's a good idea. Ludwig styled on the Mr. Beast bot. Mr. Beast bot's 1100. Thanks to the resub. Win Vicious, Nick Pickle, and Vicinme in the Prime Crafty. And thanks to the Prime Bumble. What? Oh, very interesting. I've never seen that line before. Wow. Mr. Beastbot with an interesting trick. That's new. Let's see. How do I squeak out of this one? I think I just have to give up the night. Thanks to the Resub Guru. And I did not hear about Joaquin Phoenix starring in Ari Aster's new film. That's a first for me. Thanks to Resub John and Keaton. Yeah, I think I just give up the night. Now I can't give up the night though, because then I can't play this. A tough pickle indeed. What a move. Thanks to Resub XL and Llamas for Life. I'll give up the night. What the fuck is going on with this? This guy's an actual fucking madman. Mr. Beastbot is clinically insane. Just fucking get this out, I guess. Thanks to the gift sub Bacon Wolf and the tier 1 Poggers and resub Kokuka and the Prime Practical. I think there's almost nothing more embarrassing than actually watching Maximilian Muss. That's like standing up and declaring yourself a pedophile. That's wild. Is there any level of shame? Thanks to the resub Turbo. Mr. Beastbot is pulling out some like ancient strats. Like some actual wacky strats here. I can't castle if I do this either. Remember when he took over YouTube for a bit? Yeah, and then he started sharing child porn in his Discord. It's been all downhill since then. I think I just take. I'm just gonna take. I truly hope Mr. Beast doesn't play like this. This guy is a maniac. Thanks to the bits, Camel Joe. Thanks to the Prime Dare Formation. Nice. Gave me a free one. Oh. Damn. I didn't even notice that. Thanks to the bits, Rafa. Thanks to the resub, Monkey. I think this is the play. Oh my god, Mr. Beastbot is nutty! Oh, it doesn't work. Fuck! This was a bad play. Now I lose this for free. Okay. Exit tier 1 Slappy in the resub. Philip. Fuck. Thanks to the resub. Wevry. I'm just shocked enough people even remember Maximilian Must even have a Discord that still exists. I think I just chase away the queen. Mr. Beastbot is actually just a fucking maniac. Holy shit. If I take... I think this works. I take, he has to take with pawn. I win a rook. I can't believe I just fucking did that. Oh, no. Oh, I tunnel vision too hard. Oh. Fuck. Damn. That's gonna throw off my whole plan. Well, actually, no, this is still mate. No, it's not made. Now it's made. And no, that just gets taken. That's not made. This is. Okay, never mind. I thought this rook play was gonna make me fuck up, but I'm good. I shouldn't have put them on the same file, though. These are tier 1 Haiti in the prime Amar and Habs in the bits Hierophant and Bacon Wolf. And it gives up bacon. My match is in 15 minutes. It's Mr. Beast today. Thanks to tier 1 TGR. Yeah, today's Mr. Beast. Oh, right. No, it's like 4:30, 4:20. Yeah. So still quite a bit more time. Thanks to resub large moisture. In the prime, Chris. Grim? Okay. Sure, man. Can you make a video on Max? Fuck no. That guy's been treading water for years because he just fucking sucks. Why would I make a video on him? He literally lives for that shit. He has a Discord of maybe 30 people, all under 12. And every now and then he wakes up and says, let's just be douchebags somewhere. Thanks to the bits bacon and resub Saber. I'm surprised as well, Nico. That wasn't an exaggeration. His Discord literally shares child porn with each other as jokes. Like, it's fucking wild. Thanks for the 2K bits Etco and the gift sub Stranger and resub Koei. And the resub Tally? Oh, Tallywhacker in the Prime Quad. And the resub Duels. Yeah, I watched Logic's first game. He looked pretty strong. Thanks to tier 1 Dry Bussy. Did I know Wubby is doing a 24-hour stream tomorrow? I did not know that. But I'm sure it'll be good. It's the Mus guy, Max Mus. No, not Max Mofo. Jesus Christ, no. It's the guy whose entire identity has been shaped by oh yeah. Because kids liked it, so that's the only thing he has left in his life. So he wakes up every now and then and tries to get people to spam that somewhere. Or just be general degenerates somewhere. Thanks to the bits bacon in Prime, Virginia. Didn't watch it yet, Aaron. Yeah, the reason Maximilian always posts a new YouTube video with a new Discord server is because the child porn floods in on his servers every single time because that's the community he's fostered, so he has to keep deleting it so he literally doesn't get arrested. He's a fucking degenerate with an even worse community. That's why he's made like 1,000 different Discords. I play Mr. Beast at 420. Yeah, Mr. Beast is sound. Like, he's not bad. I think it's going to be a good game. Thanks to Bits J Swizz. That's the actual time. I'm not making up a number. That's just literally the time. That's when the games end. And that's when mine starts. Max didn't do anything that you say that was kind of defamation. So you're 14, I'm guessing. That's like actually why he does. Ask him why he keeps remaking the Discords then. He's upfront about it. I remember on his subreddit he addressed it. He's like, yeah, there was too much child porn, so I remade it. I literally read a post from him about it. That shit happens all the time in his community. And also, when you grow up, you'll stop watching him. He's been doing the same thing for 3 years now. Yeah, but he didn't upload it, it was his fans. Don't you think there's a problem if you've cultivated a community of actual pedophiles? Don't you think that kind of reflects on the person? You can't exactly just say you're innocent. No, it's just my community that's pedophiles. Talking about Maximilian Muss, that guy. I'm not sure when. Sometime this year, though. It got pushed back, but it should release at some point this year. I have no idea, Crunchyroll. I'm not sure what all's nominated right now. Yeah, it's the one Solar. Thanks to the Prime Mortal. You feel like chess bots are often really overrated? I don't know, Mr. Beastbot was on some fucking crazy shit. I mean, he made like weird moves that sometimes were good. I still need to watch Wonder Egg Priority. Yep, I'm still playing Accelerated Dragon and Dutch Defense. Those are the two main lines I play on Black. And then I usually play Vienna. Thanks to the resub, Chrombus. Persona 5 comes out in a couple days, or what, like 4 or 5 days, right? How do you find your chess style? Just whatever I get taught, that's all. I don't have like a signature move or anything, it's just whatever the fuck I was taught. Thanks to the resub, Titanius and the tier 1 type fun. Though I do like to imagine that I'm the only man left playing Accelerated Dragon, the last of my kind. I don't see it very often. Though I know I'm wrong, I'm sure it's popular. You're on the chess channel? Hey! Ever watched the Mortal Kombat trailer? Nah, not yet. Your special move is the 6-move checkmate. Yeah, but it's only a special move if you make a catastrophic fuck-up. Like, it's not exactly, like, a reliable strategy. That line only works if your opponent just, like, overdoses and makes a huge mistake. Thanks to tier 1 Richard Adams, and the resub Hayden. No, I haven't seen it, Grip. I just went and got all the mail and shit too. I'll check again, but it might just not be here yet. I really appreciate it though. Thanks to the Prime Cynic. Why don't you have a chess spot? I don't know, man. They can't contain my intellect in simple computers. The technology isn't there yet. That would be my guess. Am I watching the Mars landing? Man, does it look like I'm watching the fucking Mars landing? I'm staring at Mr. Beast's smiling face here. I'm focusing. Thanks to the Prime Chair. Thanks to the anonymous gift sub. I don't know if that's actually you, man, but I remember last time you and I talked, you were not that mature. So I don't know if that's actually you. Thanks to the resub Hyper. And thanks to the tier 1 Dreamweaver. Side bet with Mr. Beast. I'm not gonna go so reckless as Ludwig and go for a fucking 10k chuck at this. That's so risky. Mr. Beast is sound. Like, he is good. Like, I think Mr. Beast is good. Especially for being, like, pretty untrained. Like, the guy's got a good sense for the game. I'm definitely not doing a fucking 10k side bet. Thanks to the resub Snuggle and the gift sub Angry Birds. The rover landed. That's what I like to hear! Woo! Good, yeah! That's good. Ah, pour one out for perseverance, baby. Thanks, Nambi. Is there life forms detected on Mars? How the fuck am I supposed to know? Wouldn't be surprised if Elon Musk sent like a vial of his cum up there or something when he threw his car into space or whatever, but other than that, probably not. Probably C2. Lelouch played chess like shit. Moving your king immediately? Ridiculous. Thanks to the resub Palo and tier 1 Iconic. And no, not right now, Malcolm. Thanks for resub, Mimyo. I still think, and Elon, you're welcome to use this idea if you want. I still think what we should do as a species is send like a giant, like rocket into space that's nothing but a bunch of different semen, and then have it blow up in space and just go across the entire galaxy and see what happens. See if we can cultivate life from a distance. I think that would be a really cool strategy. It would give us something to hunt for. It'd be like Pokemon. I don't know if it would work because I think it'd freeze, but like maybe a couple of soldiers make it. I think that would be genius. Like if I was a supervillain, that would probably be how I'd do it. That's how Groundhog Day starts? What the fuck bootleg version of Groundhog Day did you watch? What? Groundhog Day is where he's trapped in the same day. It has nothing to do with like a fucking missile exploding human DNA in space. That I remember. Human juice, yeah, that's a good reference from Hive Mind last night. Thanks for the Prime General. Yeah, I think there's plenty of ways to do it, Ahmad. I just think it's a good idea. Like, if we just kind of prime the pump of evolution a little bit, I think we get some really cool results. I've been saying that a lot recently because I keep thinking about it. I genuinely think it would be super interesting. Thanks to the Prime, Nambi. And thanks to the Tier 1, Bin the Climber. And the resub, Mr. Krabs. I'm not betting 10K. Jesus Christ. Thanks to the resub, Brighton. Ludwig has poisoned some of you. Not everyone is an unhealthily addicted gambling maniac. I mean, it makes for good content, though. I love Ludwig's side bets. Even last night, he side bet me when I said Terra's the best cartoon crush. I mean, it's good content, but I'm definitely not betting like him. Thanks for the resub, Gips. Thanks again, Nambi. Thanks, Daniel. I'm trying, man. I'm trying to control the old nerves. And thanks to the resub, Shannon, or Shanny Meow. Yeah, Daniel, I know. I think I've got a good handle on the lines we went over, though. I think. Though there is definitely some that I don't quite remember. Thanks for the dollar, Rin. And the resub, J-Dog. Yeah, I used to watch the shit out of Forged in Fire, but then they stopped they stopped posting the full episodes. So I just kind of stopped watching it. Thank you, Daniel. Oh, one. Ah. When the queen push. Oh, I remember. It's here. That's what I was going to ask. When the queen ends up here, I push my queen here. It attacks the bishop and the knight. Okay. I remembered. I think that was the only one I didn't quite remember. Alright. Okay. Okay. Have I ever played Spy Party? No. Thanks to the Prime one-hitter quitter. Yeah, that's the one, Scorch. I'm gonna take a piss real quick, just give me 1 second before the game starts. I did a moist meter for Promised Neverland, and it includes Season 2, Emma. I won't spoil it, I'll be right back. I'm back. Thanks for Prime, Nathan. Exactly. I think that'd be cool, Moist. Thanks for your sub fluff. The resub Cleor and Bonos. Yeah, today's tournament. I play Mr. Beast today in 14 minutes. Ludwig plays after me. Thanks, Conk. Promised Neverland probably would have been a 90. Season 2 is probably about maybe a 60. Thanks for resub Mars. No, Lud plays today. He plays after me. He plays Miko. I just checked, I thought. I'll double check. But I'm pretty sure his game is right after mine. Oh no, you're right. It's tomorrow. Wait. Looking at the schedule, I'm not even supposed to play. I don't know. We'll just see what happens. Let me double check that it's 4 for me. Thanks to Prime Texan and resub Tasty Buns. I don't know Bong Cloud. I hear a lot about it, but I do not know the Bong Cloud line. Oh, that's right. XQC had to be rescheduled. That is correct. Okay, I am playing. Alright, I'm gonna hop in and talk to Jimmy, doing a little pre-game interview. So I'm gonna have to disconnect my webcam real quick. I won't pull up the chess stream because it's gonna be really behind. So it's just gonna be like a little podcast for a second. Hold on. It's not gonna be a black screen for long. I just don't want to leak anything. Thanks to the resub paradox.
Hello.
Hello.
What up?
So we were
Hey.
having the idea that you could talk to each other.
Sure.
Yeah. How's it going, man?
Pretty good. How are you?
Great. I can't remember. Have we ever talked before?
What the fuck? You were on my podcast.
Oh, shoot! That was so long ago.
It was
that like
It was like
it
2
was
years.
like 3 years ago.
No,
Okay,
it was
yeah,
like
we
2
know.
years
All right, It's
ago.
all coming back to me. You know what? I'll be the first to admit I have horrible memory.
Okay. All right.
It's kind of my line I throw out to everyone, but honestly, dang it, yeah. Anyways, who'd you play your first game?
Miko. I dismantled Miko in the first game.
Oh, wait, you won your first round?
Yeah.
Wait, then why are you playing me? I got shit on.
I have no idea. I think they just wanted to throw you in the meat grinder today.
All right. I thought I went to the losers bracket.
I don't know if there is a losers bracket this time around. I think they're doing just like everything's double a limb and everyone's in the same bracket from what I've seen.
Oh. Okay, I probably would have trained a little bit more then. I just assumed all hope was lost.
No, you're still good, man. I think that's how they're doing it. I could be wrong. I'm just talking out of my ass, to be honest.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm just having some fun. No, I should probably be one of the easiest people you play. I had very little practice.
No, I watched your games yesterday. You looked very sound.
Darn. Nope, I'm horrible. Just take it easy on me.
Oh yeah.
Try some new openings.
Yeah, I'll experiment a little bit. I played your bot here, and I gotta tell you, Beastbot was throwing some wacky shit my way.
It's funny, I can't even beat my own bot.
No, I don't blame you, man. This guy's got some big schemes. Mr. Beastbot is a devil.
Yo, you know what? Well, actually, it wouldn't work because the chess engines, but it'd be funny if we made an insanely hard bot, and then like the first person to beat it got like 10 grand.
Ooh,
really
you're already thinking of content for chess. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, chess.com. Let me know if you want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
If you can figure out some anti-cheat.
Yeah, they have some crazy bots on. Have you played any of the other bots, or just like the streamer bots?
Just Ludwig. That was the only one.
Some of these bots on here are some actual demons, though. They play some crazy shit.
All right. Yeah, I actually.
Thanks to Prime Bandit.
I should probably practice right now.
Yeah, I'll openly admit I went over a little pre-game prep with your standard Scandinavian and shit. I was doing a little research on you.
Oh, okay, good. Good. I might have prepped a little bit. I don't want to give away any spoilers. I'm not as generous with my information as you are.
Oh, no worries at all. You can keep all the secrets you want, no problem. It keeps it interesting.
You know, with my Ludwig game, I actually knew every move he did, and I kind of wished, because this would have been a viral clip, I had just pre-moved my first 6 moves and then just kind of like laid back, because I could have. He did all the moves I thought he was going to do, and I had joked about doing it before the stream, but then when we were actually going, I was like, I don't know if I should do this to just screw it up. But that would have been the funniest thing ever. That
would have been such a hard flex, because the chat was counting out like, there's no way Jimmy wins this, and if you just pre-moved everything, you would have looked like such a fucking badass.
That's what I dreamt of last night. I have so much regret, because I had that plan going into it where I was going to be like, all right, I'm going to move my pawn here, and then he's going to match it, and then I'm going to bring my knight out, and he'll bring out the opposite, and then I move this pawn up, and da-da-da, and it would have been so funny. But anyways, now I just
let's have you for a quick pre-match interview. I'm going to send you over to a different Zoom link. I just sent it in the chat.
Okay.
And then if you can come back here, Mr. Beast, for the actual play. And then Moist, if you want to go.
Thanks for the resub, Smoke.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it works for me. Alright. Yeah, like I said, cam has to go off for these because I don't have a second webcam and I can't get virtual cam to work for me. Sorry. Sorry, chat. I know it sucks, but I mean, I can't do anything about it. I've already tried. Thanks to the resub Dshu and the bits Harvel. Why Zoom? I don't know, it's not my event. What do you mean? Why Zoom? Why are you asking me? Thanks to the resub Arcfang.
And then the volume just above that for your microphone, try to pull that up to like 90%.
Okay.
And you can close that window.
All right.
And then, is there anywhere else for your microphone, like hardware side, that you can turn your volume up on?
Thanks to
your
the
mic or
bits
no?
Braced. It is in 6 minutes. My match starts in 6 minutes.
Sorry?
Do I sound quiet?
Yes.
And yeah, I plan on doing that, Power.
Huh. Usually people tell me I'm too loud. Are we live right now? On
Not yet.
Okay, so.
Oh, hold on. I am. Just a heads up. Just in...
Yeah, you're
Okay.
something annoying, not dox myself. So tell me if you hear this. Like, is it coming through this mic?
Thanks to the bits, Moran.
Sounds
You nervous? I am. I am always nervous for
Yeah,
these.
so it's coming through my mic right here. So this is what I used to record.
Can't turn face cam on right now. I'm in the interview thing.
All right, is this better?
Yes.
All right, dope. I love how you were like, no.
I didn't know if you were gonna pull your dick out or something. I just had the blanket statement. We are live over here.
Yeah, he's like,
All
you're
right,
5
we're,
inches. I'm like, no.
We're ready to go. And Beast, if you could just try to sit as close to that mic as you can during the
Hey.
interview, that'd be great.
Charlie, am I quiet to you?
A little bit, but not. I can hear you just fine, but it is a little on the quieter end.
All right.
All right, here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome back to our coverage of PogChamps 3,
Thanks for the 5
presented
gift
by
subs,
Grip
Ace. Good to
6.
see you.
We're joined now by the two players involved in the main event of the evening. This is the second time, Jimmy, that you've been involved in a pre-match kind of interview. How do you think this one's going to go? You were with Ludwig. There's a little bit of trash talk. Any wagers?
Well, before we get started, can you? So he won his last game. I lost mine. So how does that work? Because I thought I was playing losers. Just to bring me up to speed.
Well, you played a loser last time, but now you're playing Charlie. He did win. Listen, I got to continue. I fill in for Danny, right? So Danny, Ludwig, they got a little bit of a...
Noted. I gotcha. Well, regardless of that, no, it's gonna go great. Well, no spoilers, but we got this.
Charlie, we saw you practicing for today's match by playing against Mr. Beast bot on chess.com. Can you tell us about how the match went against the bot?
It was a real wacky set of affairs. Mr. Beastbot has been programmed to think unlike any human I've ever met. This bot was pulling out some crazy moves, and that threw me way off. Hopefully you didn't see a lot of the dog shit moves I was making in this game, but yeah, his bot is on another level of goofiness here.
Do they compare when it comes to the Ludwig bot? Ludwig, Mr. Beast bot?
Oh, I don't play Ludwig bot. I'd rather just beat around on the real man there. It's much more fun.
Charlie, there was a moment, I think the only thing that I saw from your stream, I popped in for a second, and you're just sitting there, you look over, and someone asked you about a Mars moon landing? Or sorry, Mars land, and you're like, I don't know, like, what's going on? Is there something going on Mars today?
Yeah.
See, when I joined, he was talking about launching comet to space to populate other planets. So you joined at a better time than me.
It went hand in hand, though. It's the same conversation. Yeah, it's a Perseverance, right? I think it's Tesla's rover or something that went to Mars today.
I I just literally play chess. It's
that's
in my
fair, yeah.
username. It's in
Yeah.
Anna's username. We
Literally
don't know.
10 minutes
Yeah.
ago, the rover landed on Mars. 2 million people were watching on YouTube. It was pretty big.
Yeah.
Wow. We thought
Wow.
that the matchup between you two were gonna be the breaking news of today, but damn,
I know.
Mars.
Unlucky timing, that damn space travel.
Oh,
I
well, that
know,
kind
right?
of that kind of explains it. That does make sense. I think that this is a bigger thing. Just to explain to Mr. Beast, you play everybody in your group, so probably in a day or two you're gonna also take on Code Miko.
Thanks for the resub, Nicola.
And
Gotcha.
then you will determine if you beat Charlie today and you beat Code Miko, you go to the winners bracket. Then you play. I don't know.
Whoa! If I had known that, I would have did what I did last time and learned his first 10 moves.
You can't learn my moves. I'm unpredictable,
No,
Jimmy.
I literally would have went through it and watched every game of chess you've ever played.
You'd have to set aside a whole year to watch my games.
All right, or at least your last 100. Darn it. Okay. All right. Well, regardless, we'll see how it goes.
What was your preparation like for today, Jimmy? Last time you said that you were playing against your friends' openings of Ludwig, and you prepared with Mr. Gotham as well, present here. How was the preparation for today, if you can say anything about it without revealing too much?
Yeah, well, I thought I was in the losers bracket, so I was like, YOLO, I already lost. now it makes a lot more sense. So I'm just gonna act like I prepared. I got it. We're gonna win.
Calm and
Like-
collected. I think that's the way to approach it.
I like it. There's two different strategies now at play. Last time it was I studied every game. Now it's like I didn't study, but maybe I did. I don't know. A little bit of mind games. Gentlemen, before we let you go and play, one final sentence to the other. Trash talk. Good luck. What is it going to be? We'll start with you, Charlie.
Oh, no trash talk from me today. I'm a huge fan of Jimmy, and I'm looking forward to spanking his cheeks a little red.
Likewise, I loved your video where you ranked garbage trucks. Probably the funniest video I've seen all year.
Are you a fan of garbage trucks? Because if you weren't before that video, I'm sure you are now.
It was very inspiring. I kind of wanted to see which garbage truck came to my house after that. All right. Good luck, man.
Yeah, you too, man.
Good luck, guys.
All the best to both of you.
All right, and as we know, we got we just had Mr. Beast here, so obviously we've got to take a look at.
All right. Let's rumble. I need to refresh the webcam now. Whoops, wrong one. God damn it, my webcam's doing this shit again. Thanks to resub, Dr. Jag. Thanks to the Prime Toe. Son of a bitch! Webcam's not working. Thanks to the Bits Heartless. There we go. Alright, we're back. Hey, and thank you, Ghosty. I am nervous. I always am for chess. Thanks to the Prime. Mikey. The throbbing shall begin. Well, let's hope so. Let's hope we can keep that same energy here. Thanks to the Tier 1 Avi. And the Tier 1 Malkshack. Is this a series or just one game? Best of 3. Thanks to the Prime Azrael and the Tier 1 Sheppa. And thank you, Cactus. You're on the Jumbotron. Hey! It's good to see you all again. Hopefully you've all thought long and hard about my scientific inquiry from the pregame. Thanks to the Prime Noodle. Thanks to the resub Schloob. How good are you at chess? Have you ever heard of a man named Hikaru? I taught him. I was his Ip Man to his Bruce Lee. Thanks to the Prime Nipply and resub Legendary Web. Thanks for the big 5 gift subs, Lumerity. Thank you for the generosity. And the Prime Jimmy. And the dollar Konai. You turned down the GM title. Yeah, yeah. I said I don't need that. I'll come back for it. And then I fucking rode off on my Harley Davidson motorcycle, bandana and leather jacket, smoking a cig. Actually, tier 1 Rolla and the Prime Old Boy. And the resub Stinzor. Let you gamble? I'm not gonna enable your fucking addiction. What do you mean? Let you gamble. Yeah, let's gamble. Thanks for the bits, Didi. Thanks for the 5 gift subs again, Ace. Appreciate it, man. No, we can gamble. Like, I mean, you know me. I'm just not putting 10k on the line like Ludwig did, all reckless. Thanks for the big 10 gift subs, Agitator. And the Prime, the guy. How long have you been playing chess? Actively for about 7 months, I would say. There's a tier 1 Grant. I'm climbing. I'm speed running to Grandmaster. We're almost there. We're knocking on the door. There's the Prime Hippo Man and Panis. And Tipoa. And Sauce Boss. What opening are you going for? I usually do the same openings. As white, I'll usually do Vienna. As black, I'll do Accelerated Dragon or Dutch, depending on what they play. Thanks to the resub Milk. Judging by the prep Daniel and I did right before this game, I'm assuming I'll end up in a Dutch. Thanks to the Prime Kaji. And the bits Ace. Ooh, we're coming in hot. Let's get it. He'll push this queen's pawn. Yeah, Dutch. I kind of want to... You know what? This is for you, Jimmy. I hope I don't regret this. Jimmy said he regretted not pre-moving. God, I'm gonna feel like such a fucking idiot if this doesn't work. Uh-huh. I'm pre-moving, baby. Yep. Mm-hmm. Have you noticed, Jimmy? Have you seen? I hold the future in my hands. I took a page out of his playbook. I think pre-moving is very cool. I think it's very cool. I've still got... I kind of want to pre-move another one, too. I feel like I've got a good read on this. I'm not going to. Just saying I want to. Shit, okay. I didn't expect that one. I don't think that changes anything. Oh! I autopiloted too hard. I should have just moved my king. Whoops. Whoops. Alright. I will accept responsibility. That was my bad. I played the line incorrectly. That was entirely on me. Fuck. Oh, I was just supposed to move my king. It's alright. It's alright. I'm gonna try and cook up some dubious schemes here. Protecting his knight. I'm guessing he noticed that if I move this, I would be attacking it. I think I can simplify this by just pushing this up and chasing the bishop back. I don't like that move very much, though. I'm still gonna play it, but I'm not a huge fan because I'm not developing with it. Oh, and I can't play this now. I can't open up the center. I just don't really like that move because I didn't develop a piece. It also took a lot of time to play that. I don't really have a good plan right now. Actually, this was wrong. Not necessarily. We'll see. Daniel showed me something like this and I forgot how it goes. I think it's actually a rook sack. feel like that wasn't the right play. I don't see why that would have been the wrong play, though. In the line Daniel showed me, there was never a knight there. Oh, I just noticed oh my god, my fucking queen can be trapped. Uh-oh. Oh, fuck, I hope he doesn't see it. Oh, shit. Oh my god, I just saw it. Oh, my fucking queen can be trapped. I beelined a little too hard. Trying to play fast, put me in a really shitty spot, if he sees it. He saw it. That's huge. My queen is now trapped. Damn. I went a little too aggressive here, I think. Alright, let's get the most out of it. Taking rook, I think, is my only option. That is so unlucky. Good for Jimmy, though. That was a big find. Exchanges are bad for me right now. That hangs this. You can just push this. I think. If I play this, he's just gonna come over here, and then I'll just push it up. I think this should work. Not really sure, to be honest. That queen trap really fucked me up. Where's that looking to go? Over here? If I just come in here and take now, what happens? He's most likely looking at this. Fuck! I have plenty of time to think it through. I think I just want to take now. If I take with knight, he comes over here. No, that's wrong. I don't know. I have more pressure on this pawn than he has defenders, but I don't know if I just come in now. Because I'm the one that's behind. I cannot fucking decide at all. I have plenty of time. I'm thinking this is where he wants to go. Force a trade. I think I'm just gonna go for it. I can't fucking decide. Damn you, Jimmy! I'm fucking confused! Good enough. I'm not gonna keep thinking on it. I've taken too much time as is. I don't like that move. At all. But I'm playing like a coward. That's the move I expected. It doesn't look good to me either. I'm taking too much time. Oops, that won't work. I cannot fucking decide. I think this is the only hanging piece. So he takes, I have to move. Let's just I don't mind losing this right now. Gotcha. Close call. Oh, rough. Not a clean game at all. Thanks for the resub, Daisy, Sunny, the Prime Cherry, resub OG, Jiku, Nauseous, Drum Limestone, Jacob, Burn Spaghetti, Zucchini, and Pie. And the 2 gift subs, Yex, and the Prime Jordan, Platin Number, Rimboy, Brev, Dode, and the Bits Casey. And the Prime Maddie. That, I mean, Jimmy went nuts on that one. Finding that queen trap was huge. I didn't see it when I played it. I went a little too wild in there. Thanks, Mars. I'm not too familiar with that one, Malk. Thanks to Prime Mint Lava. Thanks, Cool J. I did not play very well in that one. That's for damn sure. Oh, I'm sorry, Moist. It was during the game. I can't look at the chat during the game. Thank you, though. Gee, thank you for the 5K. And the 3K Etco. I'm sorry. I can't look at the chat during the games. Daniel didn't like the pre-move flex, which makes sense. Going this aggro with the queen without really looking at things was a big mistake. Thanks to tier 1, Emil. Thanks, Harold. Thanks to Prime Historia. And the gift sub Dicky Cheese, and resub Schwaza and Crizito. Thanks to the Prime G-Boy. Yeah, I could have won with a rook too. If I had promoted to a rook, it would still be checkmate because it's covered by the knight. Fuck. That was good though, Jimmy. That was good. Yeah, I just read Daniel's message. Yeah, Daniel just said, good. Check your queen placement before taking anything in all caps. And don't pre-move. He hated that. He was not a fan. Thanks to the tier 1 Phrase Rhino and the tier 1 Draco. He didn't like the flex. Thanks to the Prime Flynn. Thanks, Brick. I was really sweating on that one. Jimmy played like a warrior. A chiseled, greasy warrior. I also never fucking developed my bishop or my other rook. Literally everything I usually do, I did not do in this game. This got real wacky real quick for me. Thanks, Fire. Thanks to the Prime Reverbal, Stinky Monkey, Spartan, and Tier 1 Observance. And Prime Punk. Yeah, I'll be playing some Valheim this week. Haven't seen the new Mortal Kombat trailer yet. Thanks to the gift sub Light Switch. And resub Banzi. What are we waiting for? Next game. Thanks to Dollar Hootie. Thanks for the 1,000 bits, Toe. Yeah, I literally never pre-move. It was just because Mr. Beast was talking about it in the pre-game. And I was like, hey, I can fucking pre-move here. He gave me the Dutch. I'm really comfortable in Dutch, so I pre-moved my first 5 moves. Oh, yeah. Let's see what the accuracy was. Probably not very good. 69.1. Here. Can you see? Yeah, you can see that. 69.1. Not horrible, but not good at all either. Thanks to the resub Quinton and the Prime Nuvuk. Thanks to the tier 1 Ulfi. Yeah, not wrong, Thundery. Thanks for the bits, Hootie. That I was really sweating on that one. The second my queen got trapped, I knew it was gonna be bad. I knew it was gonna be an absolute battle. Thanks to the resub Sosochi. I don't know, Pulley. Okay. I play white this time. Vienna. Jimmy has this crazy ability to play moves I've never seen. I have looked at so many Vienna lines, and I have never seen this. Ever. In my fucking life. At least I don't think I have. Should I try and get really wacky? No. Just take. I'm not gonna go for anything too wild. He's just gonna push this pawn. Maybe taking was the wrong call. If I play this, he's just gonna push this pawn. So that's kind of a wasted move. I think the play is d4. I don't really know how to exploit this position. I would have liked to do something on this side of the board with like a queen check, but he still had this. And then I would have just had to... Well, I would have won the pawn back. Maybe I should have done that. He's got me way out of my comfort zone here. I don't like that move, it blocks my bishop. But it wins a pawn. Man, these moves are wacky. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna play what my instinct tells me. I don't think this is right. I'm taking so much time. Jimmy's got me fucking flustered, I'll tell you what. I played like 1,000 3-minute games over the last 3 months, and I've done Vienna in almost all of them. I've never seen someone push this f-pawn. I didn't know what to do. Usually it's either here, a knight, sometimes even a bishop, but I've never seen that. Neither one of us are developed at all. What do I want to take with? Doesn't matter which knight, probably this knight, centralize it again. This defends this. It also attacks that. But I'm going to push this, well I can't push that yet, but I'm going to push it soon after playing this. Well, I can just chase that away. I can win. I should have. I should have played this knight. I could have won the fucking bishop. I just noticed. Is it too late? It's too late. Fuck. Ugh. Damn it. I went too strict into the fundamentals. Centralizing knights. If I had just captured he. Oh no, this was still blocking. Never mind. I'm good. No regret. It's fine. I was still blocked. I do still see a way of winning this bishop should it stay. Still in a tough spot though. I think once he drops this back, I'm just going to push the knight away. Do I do that with a bishop? No. I want to do that with a pawn. It's just I haven't developed. Neither one of us has. I also don't really want to trade queens. Oh, I wouldn't have been able to win this bishop anyway. I forgot he hasn't moved this pawn. That wouldn't work. He just pushes the pawn up and it's protected, and it attacks my queen. Is that just the castle, I wonder? He can block. Fuck. I thought I had a good pin, but he can just block. And I have no way of exploiting that. I would like to somehow pin this queen to the king right now, but I can't. That pawn's still there. So let's see. I play this move. He pushes, and then what? I just have to drop back. Maybe just chase away this pressure. I think this, I didn't really look too hard, but I think this is just a castle. Or maybe he wanted to protect the bishop. Oh, I don't win on this. Oh, I just noticed. Oh my god, I fucked up. I fucked up. Whoops. I just noticed a big flaw. Yep. He saw it. It's just a full exchange if you go... Yeah. Yep. I think I just have to come up here to block this so I don't lose my knight. I think that's the only move I have. No, then I just pin my knight to my king. He just takes. I just block here. Well, I need to castle this. Can't castle. Never mind. I have to castle by hand. To be honest, that kind of helps me with castling by hand. What do I want him on? I mean, there's this right here if he gives it to me. I'm just gonna go for it, I think. He can't deliver any checks right now. Yeah, there's no checks he can deliver. I'm just gonna go for it. He saw that. What if I just push? Then he'll go here. I can probably... I think that works. If I just push... What is he gonna do? He can't drop it back. He can't come here, so he'll go here. Can deliver this over here, then he drops back. And then what? I'm just gonna play it. See what happens. I mean, he could come down here and just trade. Wish I had my bishop over here. I could have pinned the rook. Maybe I should have still just pushed this and played this. He might not have seen that. Do I just take the bishop? Or do I keep attacking? No. I have 3 minutes. What if I brought my knight over? Nah, it's not very good. I don't know if I just take the bishop. I'm just gonna do it. Let's activate another piece. I think he's gonna take that pawn. Do I block or just tuck away? I think I have to block or I just give this away for free. Knight can't move. Rough. Yeah. Thanks to the Prime Fire and resub Ikaku, Turbo, the Prime Mordo, Dan, the resub Colton Prime, Painless, True, Ninja Fox, and the gift sub Satiba. I could have just taken as well. I don't even know why I bothered, but yeah. Time pressure is what got him there. I thought he had a really good position. Goddamn. Did not play very well today at all. What was the accuracy of this one? 40. Yuck. How are you supposed to play this? It likes delivering this check? It also likes me playing this first instead. Oh, I also missed taking this. Whoops. Yeah, not a good game there. Yucky. Not good. Thanks, Moist. Well, I know. I think I understand. Oops. If I brought Queen over here, he blocks with this. I take. Where does it continue? I guess he doesn't have to block. He could move this, but I don't think he would. Block, take. He can't take back, which means I just take again. Or even block, take, check, which was a take. Threaten this. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of options from here. I guess I should have just played this anyway, even though I didn't calculate the whole thing, but looking at it now, there's just so much I'd be able to do from here. The game could have been over right here. Thanks to the resub, Michael and Soggy Taco. Had I played that, I win the rook pretty much no matter what happens. Damn, yeah, I didn't even calculate that. I've never seen that, so I just didn't know what to do. I've never seen this pawn pushed. But I even pointed that out and didn't play it. No, I don't know him, Jason. I'm not going to say that. Hold on, I'm hopping in the interview. I'll be right back. 2 seconds. Alright, there we go.
What up, Charlie?
Hey!
Hello.
GG.
Congratulations,
GG. That was
Charlie.
Yeah, good games, Jimmy. I was sweating hard, man.
fun. Same, man. Oh man, that was fun. I really enjoy it when it gets down to like the wire.
Yeah.
I almost have like a self-sabotaging personality. When there's like little time, it's like so adrenaline pumping. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was good, man. Man, I was on the ropes.
And here we go.
Oh.
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Thanks to Prime Icarus.
Welcome back, everyone, to our coverage of PogChamps
And
3,
Kaka.
presented by Grip 6. We're joined now by the players, and I'm gonna get right into it. Charlie, that first game, man, you just got off the call with us, so respectful. And then Jimmy, I don't know if you know this, he played his first 6 moves automatically.
Yeah, I
Like, you
pre-moved
just said it all.
everything.
I could tell. And well, the thing is, I don't know if you have me on the chess.com stream, but I was like, you know, I could screw him by doing just some weird stuff.
Yeah.
Pre-moved him because I picked up by how fast your first 2 moves were. But I was like, you know, we'll just play normal. We'll cut him some slack. But I was literally like thinking, like, what if I just put my queen in like the middle of the board, like right in front of his pawn?
You were a gentleman there, and we were wondering if you realized that Charlie's pre-moving, that you could try to exploit the fact that
Yeah.
his move is there no matter what
Yeah.
you do. He's gonna play that
Well,
setup.
luckily, in his case, I suck, so I couldn't capitalize.
No, you did great, Jimmy.
No, yeah. Listen, Jimmy, this H4 idea with attacking with H4 and opening it up, like that's inspiration. You literally just made that up because that's like brilliant. It's like one of the most aggressive ways to play here. Like, how did that come together?
I literally was just like, I got a rook and I have a queen pointing towards his king side. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I was like, I assume there's something here. I've just been slapped by so many great players recently. Like when I play against you and other people training, that I'm like, this just feels like something they would do, but I have no idea why they're doing it. If that makes any sense.
Hey, intuition is a good thing. It's honestly better to feel, like Logic was on earlier, right, Anna? He said just feels that a move is good. Yeah, and you were talking to us earlier before we went on air. You enjoy short time control. You actually, and that's one of the reasons you get low on time, right? You just like to
Yeah,
go.
what I was telling them before we got here is because both games, like my time was like down to the single-digit seconds. I love it. It like gets your adrenaline pumping, which is weird because I'm not the type of guy to go skydiving and do adrenaline things. But I was like, you know, I was like, this is really stressful, but I'm having a ton of fun right now. So, anyways, just a random side fact.
It was brilliant how you kept going down to 2 or 1 second or even 0.8 seconds or 0.9
Yeah.
and then smiling the whole time. It certainly felt like chess is your skydiving and bullet chess.
Yeah. But anyways, regardless, GG's, you got the best of me. And what'd you think of the game?
I thought it was good, man. When you trapped my queen, I was like, yep, I'm fucked. Jimmy saw it.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
but
not
we're-
an easy move to spot.
Yeah.
There was a move deep in the second game where I accidentally put my rook in front of one of your pawns.
And I didn't see it, yeah. I
know.
just looked at that. I was so preoccupied with moving my knight, I didn't even look at my pawn. Yeah.
It's funny
Yeah.
because my gut told me too. I was like, I guarantee you he doesn't see it. I was like, there's just something about how weird this board is. He's gonna be so focused over here. I was like, I'm gonna get away with this, and I did.
Yeah.
But not the second time. The second time.
Yeah, the second time I got it.
Charlie was like, Charlie, question for you, because you got obviously the Prophet, and he's watching your games. You ever like hear his voice in your head? I know we did a lesson or two, but it's not the same. You got a full-time coach, seriously. You ever hear his voice and like what he's gonna say to you when he's done, your games are done?
Jesus, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I can already hear it 100%. The ravings of a madman. 'Cause the pre-moves, I know he did not enjoy. And then in the second game, when you pushed that F-pawn, I've never seen it before. I've played so many Vienna games, but I've never seen the F-pawn push, so I didn't know how to react at all. And I missed a huge sequence if I went over to the H file, and I know he was screaming. He probably threw his coffee cup on the ground and just flipped over his table.
That's
Does
funny.
it feel like you're a chess kid and he's a chess parent a little bit? Like you come out of the tournament room and you're like I won, and he's like you missed 7 moves and
Yeah, that's absolutely how that feels. It feels like he's the strictest chess parent ever. Yeah.
Yeah, I was a little bit stressed for you in the second game, especially because Queen H5 wasn't found. I'm actually, Anna, I don't know, like I'm really impressed with the fact that Mr. Beast shows up here and he just plays on feel, he plays on intuition, and he still puts himself in a position where he's got opportunities. Like I don't know, that's just it's seriously impressive.
But
Yes, Charlie
doesn't
is.
win a single game.
I mean, like the thing is, Charlie, how many games have you played?
Thousands. Like actual
Yeah, right.
thousands. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've probably played like 115 on Chess.
Yeah.
And that's the difference maker. You can also become a lot stronger and increase your rating, Jimmy, if you put in that much of effort with the games too, because we know you love chess, and if you play a bit more, that experience will come because you've got the intuition. And that very first game, if we could bring the board back there, we thought
Oh.
that after Charlie captured on G2, even though there was this opportunity of winning the queen, it was a difficult move because retreating moves are some of the most challenging to find. And you spotted it. You won the queen, and you kept going with strong moves afterwards until the very end. Did you realize that you had a winning position up until the last moment of pushing that F pawn?
Yeah, I mean, I usually know, obviously, because it says +1 point or what. Oh, actually, you're talking about position. No, I mean, at this point, you can see I have 41 seconds. I'm just like, all right, if I don't predict what he's going to do and decide beforehand, I'm going to run out of time. And every time I was like, yeah, he's going to do this. He wouldn't do that. Like, all right, well, I'm just screwed. I guess I'll just make something up real quick.
No, it was the most unfortunate of blunders. It's the blunder that literally just the game is over on the spot, like F3 and then pawn takes. And no, but I the live footage we had Charlie stream up, and it was tense.
Yeah.
It was tense. But
I
man.
enjoyed PogChamps was so much more fun than I thought it would be. I assume this is your second one because I saw that clip on YouTube where you checkmated HQC or whatever.
Yeah, we don't even remember his name. It was so brutal.
But and so now that I've experienced it, next time I'm in one, I'm definitely gonna train a lot. Like this was a lot of fun.
You're not done.
Oh, we
Yeah,
should have
please
heard
don't
that?
say goodbye.
No,
to us
you're
just yet.
you're not done. You got a game in like a day or two against Code Miko.
Yeah, but
and
all
then,
right, but now I'm like doomed to lose. Like there's no way. I'm
No, I think you've got a great chance against Miko.
no, that's the crazy
Yeah,
thing because
but that's like the petty game. Like it's you know
No,
what I mean? I'm at
dude.
like the bottom of the bottom.
listen, Jimmy, draw some inspiration. You got a guy here who last time he played in this event was around the same strength you are now, right? And then
And
Charlie,
now I'm
you
worse.
went to-
Yeah.
Okay, well, I didn't say that. You said that, but you went to the consolation bracket and then you won it.
Yeah.
So how did you find that second win then?
I I don't really remember. I knew in the consolation bracket the only one to fear was Ludwig because Ludwig was nutty, still is.
Mhm.
So I think all the prep we did leading up to that was for Ludwig, even like before the people I had to play, because Daniel and I kind of assumed we'd get there. So I just prepped really fucking hard to play Ludwig.
Well,
Yeah.
Beast, you got a whole consolation bracket there. If it's any inspiration, I mean, ultimately you make it to the end. A bigger chunk of the prize you win will also be donated to St. Jude. Charlie, before we let you go, I know obviously Mr. B says St. Jude's. What was your charity all about?
Humane Society. I just love animals, so I wanted to
Okay.
support them. And I've been to quite a few humane societies, and always good people there.
Got it. That is very self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, was a pleasure. Thank you so much. Very, very exciting games, and you're not done yet. You're not done yet. So best of
This
luck
is
in your.
just beginning. This is just beginning, Jimmy. So it's still time to get those lessons in.
Well, Critical, I want you to go on and win it. Either you or Ludwig has to win it, so I can be like, well, at least I lost to like the best player. You know what I mean?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
reasonable.
I have a strong feeling I'll be seeing Ludwig somewhere towards the top. I'll try and squeak it out for you, Jimmy.
Thank you. That's all I ask. Thank you for having me, everybody.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you guys for joining us.
Thank you for joining us, guys. We've got our second official result of the day. It's Moist Critical taking it.
Yeah, that was not clean. I will tell you what, that was anything but clean today. I missed a lot. I missed a fucking ton. Thanks to the resub, Sickint. Alright, I gotta fix my fucking webcam again now. I know the cam's frozen. Well aware. I do not play Logic. My next game is Ludwig, actually, I think. Let me check. My next game is... Ludwig, yeah, the 21st. So 3 days I play Ludwig. Thanks to Resub Cavalier. I'm 4-0. The first two games were super clean, literally 98.9% and 99.1% accuracy, and then these two today, Jimmy had me fucked. He had me fucked up. So very, very unclean. Thanks to the resub right Av and Kaminari. Yeah, no, Jimmy with no training is significantly better than pretty much anyone else I've seen with no training. Like, coming in raw and being, like, that competent, like, that's extremely impressive. Thanks for the bits, Toe. Yeah, we're gonna watch Ludwig's... Oh, wait, does he not play today? Let me double check. I think he plays today. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he plays after me. No, he plays tomorrow. Yeah, his is tomorrow. Exit tier 1, Amani, and resub Mean Jella. Thanks for the tier 1 zombie killer. I'm not going. I'm gonna stick around for a little bit longer. Probably stream for quite a bit. I was gonna take a break and work out, but I ended up just working out before the tournament. So yeah, if Daniel's around, I'm down to hop in a call and go over it, but I have to piss really fucking bad right now, so I'm gonna go pee, and I'll be right back. Filling this. Okay. I'm back. Thanks, Lay. Alright. Thanks to Prime. Rice. That was a pretty wild set of games there. Thanks to Prime. Borderline. Yeah, if Daniel's around, I'm down to go over it. If not, I'll probably just play some more chess. Oh, he says he's ready. That's sweet. Well, thanks, Moist. Oh, this is wholesome.
Hello?
Hey, big man.
Am I speaking to the victor?
the champion.
Rumor has it.
Yeah, probably some of the cleanest chess you've ever seen, huh?
That was 99% accuracy both games. I mean, you basically didn't make a single mistake.
I know. How do I do it, huh?
It's incredible, really. I think you should be teaching me at this point.
Oh, we'll get there. I'll teach you a thing or two once I squeak you dry of all the good intel you have.
So, I mean, I was obviously, you can imagine the kinds of things I was saying, kinds of ups and downs that we were having.
Yeah, I can
Are
venture
you?
guess.
I don't want to force you to look over the games. Would you
Is the reason
like
for us
that?
to-
I mean,
yeah, of course.
I know that it's fresh in your memory. All right, you've been warned.
Okay, I'm ready. I can handle it.
All right, so let me pull up your games and just invite you.
Yeah, I'll do Mortal Kombat trailer in a minute. Oh, here, I can turn it down.
The calm before the storm. All right, here we go. So I think this was very revealing. I think if you apply the lessons from this match to the match with Ludwig, you'll be in really good shape. Let me just turn my fan on. All right. So, this first game, first of all, like, what were your thoughts in general? Obviously, by and large, he played really well.
Thanks to the Gifts of Evil. First game, everything was fine up until I got a little too greedy with the queen. I moved the queen without noticing that it could easily be trapped with a bishop.
Right, and rumor has it something happened at the beginning of the game, too.
Oh yeah, the 6-move pre-move, that was kind of cool though, right?
I mean, let me put it this way. You pre-move knight f6, g6. I know that you wouldn't do such a thing, but let's imagine for a second that he goes to e4. We talked about this, right? And you pre-move knight f6. Then he goes e5, and you pre-move g6. And then he takes the knight, and you pre-move bishop g7. And I'm not going to say that you would have deserved that, but, you know...
Right, yeah.
I would have been broken up about it. But as much as you want to send a psychological signal to your opponent, you got to be very careful about that, because if he sees you pre-moving one move, a more experienced player might have caught on and gone like e4, e5 and taken your knight.
he did say he noticed. He could have fucked me up big, yeah.
Right. So it's a big risk, and it's not the sort of risk. It's not like you have a minute left.
Yeah.
And so I'm not gonna beat a dead horse here, but you know where I stand on this.
Of course, yeah.
So, but the one thing I liked was your confidence in the opening. I mean, that was much improved. And when he played knight g5, I started getting nervous almost immediately, because I kind of sensed that he was about to start attacking you.
Yeah, I remember we looked at a line where it's a rook sack on h5, but
Yeah.
I didn't remember how it plays out.
Well, it's more of an idea. Now, this was the first moment where I thought maybe you could make a slightly more accurate move, because you have to assess all of the ways that you can defend against the check. And usually you want to bias the moves toward moves with tempo. So what comes to mind? Here, you played this move later anyway.
Oh, yeah, I should have just pushed the d-pawn right away, I think, right?
Yes, and you don't really need to push the e-pawn at all. You can
Yeah.
sort of push it in one fell swoop later to e5. Yeah, it is pretty cool. I agree. It is a good psychological signal. I will give you that. So e6. Now, the move that really concerned me
Thanks,
was
resub,
d5
Flippy.
here. And I want you to try to react to that.
Which move?
So did you see me play d4 to d5?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So this is what I was really concerned he would play.
Okay. I just let him take here, right? I wouldn't
So
want
how
to.
many times is he attacking this pawn?
He's attacking it 3. He's got knight and bishop attacking
How many
here.
defenders and the pawn? So
Yeah.
how many defenders do you have on it?
I have just 2, the bishop and my pawn, so I need to introduce
Right.
a new one.
It's time to introduce a new one, and because the queens are in a standoff, something like queen e7 would be the best move.
Okay.
So what I want you to get used to doing is keeping the tension in these situations. If you take the pawn, he takes with a knight, and black is already in big trouble. If takes, after king h8, white is a very pretty checkmate. Can you find it?
Oh, it's bringing the rook down.
The rook down.
Oh, wait,
Does
Jesus
the rook
Christ.
jump over the pawn? Jump over pawns now?
Well, you wouldn't understand.
Right. It's the way chess is played these days by the cool people.
Is it coming in with the knight first? No, that wouldn't work.
So that would win an exchange,
yeah,
but
it'd be an
we
exchange.
talked about smothered mate before, right?
Well, yeah, but when there's like a pawn locking in the king, right?
Well,
3 pawns or
this
something.
pawn is locking in the king. The bishop is locking in the king. The only square that black has is g8. That is the only escape square for the king. So you have to cover that square with one of black's pieces. And you do that with a queen sack.
Oh, you just bring the queen all the way down to g8 and rook takes.
Bingo.
Yeah, okay.
Knight f7. Yes. And that's a pretty nice check. We just wanted to alert your attention to that. Now, he played h4. d5 was a good move. And I told you this in preparation for the second game, and you applied it. This concept of chasing away your opponent's strongest piece is always identifying, okay, what is his most annoying piece? Can I get it away from its square? So what would that translate to here?
Just pushing the pawn.
Yes. So h6 would, and that would also, what I want you to notice here is I want you to notice this structure. If he plays h5, the fact that you have these pawns arranged like this allows you to keep things locked up with what move?
Just taking with the knight.
Well, that's possible, but that opens up the h file. Let's say you didn't want to open any files. for him.
So just push it up then.
Exactly. So remember that concept. Okay, so knight c6, h5. And here, I have to give you a lot of credit. You took with the knight, and then you took the right piece. I was so concerned that you might take this bishop.
No, absolutely. I'm not an idiot, Daniel.
Right. I somebody else I would be concerned for, but I knew this wasn't even entering your mind.
No, not even a little bit.
And here I was concerned that you would get your queen trapped, but of course you saw it and avoided it. You expertly calculated queen g2, bishop f3.
Yep.
Now, there has to be this sort of red alert in your mind. Like every time your queen is in your opponent's territory and it's alone,
H3
you
gives
need to start proactively looking for
2
ways
blades.
to trap it. And it's very impressive that he saw this idea. But, Ludwig, for example, he can be tricky. So make sure that you're checking for this stuff explicitly. I feel like you just kind of, that would have been an amazing move. You wouldn't understand. But I feel like you took your foot off the gas pedal. You kind of relaxed at this point. If he had 2 minutes and, So what should you have done?
I could have just dropped the queen back like to something active. F6 is like anywhere really. Anywhere but where I played it. Drop it all the way back.
Yeah, frickin', I don't mind you making a move like this. And I'm gonna give you a compliment in game 2 for something like this. Another sexy move would be queen to e7. Now the point is that if he takes on d5, what do?
I just take with the discovered check.
Yeah, and he can drop his bishop back, but that really puts water onto the fire. So don't be afraid of retreating moves. Check for these kinds of tricks. Correct play queen h1. That was really nice. You didn't panic. You gave away the queen for the most amount of material. And that I really liked. Rook d8 was good. Now, this was the moment where I started malding the most. I was just like writhing in my chair because you had like 7 minutes.
Yeah.
And I think like something like 4 minutes on this position.
Yeah. I was in a
And-
hard debate here.
What exactly were you debating over?
So he brings the queen up to d2. That obviously gives him h6. He'd probably drop his bishop there. I knew that was probably his plan. So I didn't know if I wanted to just take on d4 before he played h6 or not. I just didn't. I didn't know.
So were you contemplating this move?
Yes.
Under what system of logic does this move work?
Oh no! You're one move behind. My rook was going to be on d8.
here.
Yeah.
And what was the alternative? Oh, the one you played.
Mm-hmm.
So the good thing about taking is what threat does, like if he plays bishop h6 here, black to play, and this you should see.
Yeah. This is big. This is just coming over here,
Very good. Bishop takes.
and then I just win this queen.
Right. And when your opponent is in time pressure, creating these, and if he castles instead of bishop h6, the great thing is you have another discovered check.
Oh, it's right over here, and then I win the queen.
Bingo. So you should make moves like these, which are very tricky, which create a lot of threats. He basically has to give away his very good bishop. Now, which piece would you take with?
I'm taking with
Remember
rook to attack the queen.
Okay, that's possible, but you could also take with the bishop to set up a discovered attack. Sometimes
Okay.
you get biased toward a move that creates a threat. I get biased toward a move that in the future can create a trickier threat.
Okay.
For example, let's say he castles. Now, how would I think about this position? You need to get your bishop out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, not to drone on, I can hit the important points. I don't want to keep you for too long if you want to rest. So
No. I'm all
feel free
good.
to hurry me up. So how do you get this bishop out? Can you devise? And you basically played this in the game.
The only thing that seems intuitive, since I have such a big pawn chain over there, is pushing that b pawn, so bringing it up.
Possible, but a more, let's say, central approach would have been e5, bishop e6.
To attack on the... Okay.
And if he moves his knight away, you have what move?
I have that bad boy.
Exactly. And do you see now why in time pressure this is a hard situation to deal with? Because you are creating a ton of potential for these tactics to occur.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what constitutes a tricky player, someone who's always putting
Thanks
his
for
opponent in a
resub,
situation
Noel.
where a mistake is very likely. Okay, so that was e5 was not bad. And okay, you took on h6, which is fine, but it kind of sent his queen to a good square.
Yeah.
You could have taken on d4 immediately, either with a rook or with a knight. I would have again taken with a knight to create the potential for discovery.
Okay, that makes sense.
And by taking, you're releasing the tension. But here you did amazing. Rook d7 is a good move. Knight b4 was a little bit panicky. The same logic that you applied with his knight on g5. What would be the best move here?
Just chasing it away with the pawn.
And then you can play knight b4. Or you can focus on getting your bishop out by moving your rook, shifting it, and getting the bishop to e6. Development is almost never wrong.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So knight b4 and of course d3 was excellent. I mean, this is how you play in your opponent's time pressure. He panics, and this is the pre-move that I freaking like.
Yeah.
So conclusions from this game. In terms of the chess, chasing away your opponent's strongest pieces. You don't have to be obsessed with it. You don't have to, like, every time there's a piece on your side of the board,
Please
chase
resub
it
Fiat.
away. But keep in mind which of your opponent's pieces is the most annoying one, and always look for ways to deal with that. Number two, there are these moments, and I think you've gotten better at this. I'm not a psychologist, and I don't want to, like, come off the wrong way. But I feel like there are moments when you get really, I mean, obviously you get really inside of your own head. And I wonder, like, what brings these moments on? Is it when you have a debate between two different moves, or is it when you see an idea that you're kind of scared about?
It's usually when I have multiple choices. Like if I see something has multiple pieces that can accomplish something, I just never know which is the optimal one.
Okay. Welcome to my world. That's like all grandmasters basically train, is you put yourself in situations with essentially three moves, and you constantly train your ability to decide between them. But that is where your intuition comes in. That is where I want you to understand that you have actually gotten your intuition, your gut instinct has gotten a lot better. And you are sometimes going to make a crappy move, but a lot more rarely than you used to. And so you have to understand that when you are playing, and when you play a little bit faster, you're putting your opponent under tremendous strain, and he's experiencing the same problem. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to work on this in between today and your match with Ludwig. One good way is if you could mobilize the problem solving a little bit. for like today, just maybe do like 50 problems today, 50 problems tomorrow. If you get into the tactical zone, you'll feel more confident calculating variations.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And we'll talk more about this. Like, I don't want to rub it in your face right now, but just keep your mind on this.
Of course.
Let's look at the second game. Okay. So this was an interesting one. This kept us on the edge of our seats.
Yeah.
I was basically off my seat most of the game.
I bet the second I didn't find H4, you lost your fucking mind.
Well, when I lost my mind was in the end, but you were already winning. Wait, what do you mean by H4?
Or
You
H5.
mean
H5. Queen H5.
Oh, Queen H5. Yeah. So reacted correctly, and I actually praised the move D4, which is a good move. But you have to borrow knowledge from the Vienna. And here's the thing: you're at a level where you have to prioritize your concrete thinking over something like I'm afraid to lose my queen. Like, you know, this doesn't blunder the queen. What happens if he goes G6?
I just take.
Bingo, and if he takes?
I win a rook.
Right. And what if he goes Knight F6 here, attacking your queen? Here you have a really cool move. Remember how close you are to promoting.
Yeah. I was looking at delivering a check on E5, but that doesn't really get it.
Oh, that's a pretty good move, but you can win his rook. And this is a pattern that...
Oh, yeah, it's just going here. It's a discovery check.
And now you take the rook with a new queen and you're
Yeah.
So that was pretty much killer. He had to move his king up. And then what's the strategy for playing these kinds of positions?
Just delivering a lot of checks and getting more pieces involved in the checking.
I would say the second thing. So it's very tempting to keep him checking with the queen, but instead make the basic move, Knight F3, developing a knight. Then go D4 to open up the center, then bring your bishop out to G5. There's no rush. You've already gotten his king out in the center. The king isn't really going anywhere. So that's what you should always drop back to, is like, what are the fundamentals? What do I need to do in this position to make it better?
Yeah.
Okay, so D4, DE was great. Of course, you still had Queen H5. And this is a move, I think you were criticized for this in the official commentary. I'm actually not unhappy with this move. What was your thinking here? Did you consider any other squares for the knight?
No, it looked like the best square for me to drop the knight to, instead of pushing it up, because then you can just chase it away.
So if you push it up to E4, how exactly does he, this chase it away part I'm a little unclear about. So he can't chase it away.
I was looking at him pushing queen up to D5.
Great. So let's consider what happens if this occurs. You're going to drop the knight to a very nice, secure location. And he probably will take his queen upon the check. And I cannot emphasize enough, one way that you can get people is to tempt them into delivering these kinds of checks. People always think that this is a really good move because it's a check. But it's actually not, because what is he not doing? He's not developing his pieces. He's moving his queen around the board, and he's bringing his queen onto a square where it is vulnerable to what potential move. Like, how are you going to cover this check? What is going to be your next move?
Eventually you can pin this queen, but I don't...
Eventually, but in the immediate future, you can make what developing move with tempo?
Is it bringing the knight up now to E2?
Well, you're currently in check. You want to block like this.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Well, look at this move very carefully. What are the drawbacks of it?
It locks my bishop in. I see.
So instead, you want to play bishop E2, and where should the knight go?
It should go back up to F3.
Attacking the queen. That's why Queen E5 is such a... it's not a terrible move, but it lets you develop very quickly. So Knight E2 I liked, because now you're attacking the pawn. Here you played probably your best stretch. Brilliant. And A3, immediately chasing away his strongest piece, which I love. Now, apparently, did you think that you had fucked up here?
Yeah, I thought I fucked up here. I thought after the exchange of queens, I wouldn't be able to take back on the bishop because of the castle check, but I was just wrong. I just take the bishop.
And wait, but it's not about the bishop, right? It's more that you're up a piece.
Yeah.
You win his knight, and the reality is, if you move your king, that would be a very bad move. Now, you almost played here.
Yeah.
Why would this have been bad?
Because I wouldn't be able to take back with the knight. It'd be pinned to my king, so I'd have to take back with king, and I lose my knight.
Excellent. Or what alternative move could he play to win this knight? Sort of on a simpler level.
If I had played that move?
Yes, sir.
Also,
it's not a developing move. It moves a piece that's already in the game.
Oh, I could just, I could just bring my knights.
think of what black can do. I'm asking you to find an alternative to bishop takes c2.
Oh, I thought you were talking about on white side. Oh, okay. You could just push a pawn.
Yes. Which pawn?
Just push the c pawn.
Yes. Yeah, push the c pawn, win the knight. And anytime you pin a piece voluntarily, bishop d2 is a much better way to do that because it's defended.
Yeah.
Takes, knight g5 was an excellent move. e6 was great. I mean, this stretch you played perfectly. Here, a little bit sloppy. Consider your opponent's threat on every move. What would be the most active way of defending the f-pawn?
Just pushing it.
There's an even more active move, and you wanted to make this move earlier. This will lead me to a very important point. But first, I want you to find the move. Why did you play knight g5?
I was looking at a potential fork back when it was on d8, but it also protects my pawn at e6 as well, so it can help me promote.
And guess what else it does? It attacks this rook.
Oh, I see. And
now this rook is trapped. How can you attack it?
I just bring the bishop up.
Bingo. And here's what I want you to understand. When you make a move that has an idea, like a fork, and he defends against it, you shouldn't abandon the square. I feel like what you do is you're like, all right, now the knight isn't going to f7. That's a useless square because it's not a fork, right?
Okay.
That's just not how it works. You have to keep the square in mind even if he's defended against it. Because sometimes going to that square anyway is still going to be good. Because yes, it's not a fork, but it still only attacks one rook. So when you make a move, try to be a little bit more flexible about its idea. You tend to abandon the idea if your opponent defends against it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That is just something I want you to marinate over. And of course here, this was so brilliant. I was about to rip open 8 champagne bottles at the same time. And then the most legendary Charlie is going down in this will be your most watched YouTube video, my most brilliant chess move. I mean, I'm at a loss. This one I'm at a loss for words on. I understand that you just assumed this was a legitimate move and you forgot the pawn was there.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't expect a grandmaster to understand. I mean, you're not quite ready for this.
No, I think I need to be in the top 100 because the knight is taking the rook would be a sign of weakness. It repositions your pawn from its incredibly strong spot on h2.
That's exactly what I was thinking, actually.
And we're on the same page, man. I knew it, and I was telling the chat this was a terrible move just so they're duped and they don't plagiarize,
Yeah, you can't let them steal my moves.
No, God forbid. But in reality, there's a difference between respecting your opponent's move but not trusting them. When somebody is in time pressure, and this might be Lud's, and no disrespect to him, he's a great player, but his main weakness might be that he gets very sloppy, and he is capable of blundering, and so are you, so is anybody. But I would say the area where I think you surpass him is in the area of consistent moves. One move blunders can happen, and you have to be alert at all times. Is the square protected? You have to be skeptical about every move your opponent makes. Now, if he took the knight, I just want you to be assured that you saw the idea.
Oh, yeah. I'm just bringing the rook up now, which is why I put it on the f-file.
Yep, and that was a great move because you didn't automatically assume that you had to move the knight, which was attacked. So that's one thing where I was really happy to see growth. You used to get a piece attacked. The first thing you would say is, where does the piece move? Now you're thinking about counter threats or ESTs, equal or stronger threats, which I love. But just look at this moment and try to look at it a million times, record 8 videos on it. But you ended the game very nicely. Rook f1. Here you had a slightly better move than dropping the bishop back. I want you to find it. As I tell you, whenever a pawn is moved, you want to consider which squares and which pawns are weakened.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And then I can just take this pawn here and protect.
Excellent. Exactly. So that's another thing to bear in mind. And yeah, this was... you had just enough extra pieces here to win the game.
Yeah, I could have just taken the rook with the bishop too, but yeah.
Right. Yeah, you decided to, win the rook in the respectful way.
Yeah, just style on him a little bit. That was the idea.
Right. And to summarize this game, and most of your mistakes in this match were mostly psychological. And the chess mistakes stemmed from it. I think maybe I psyched you out a little bit with that message after game 1. But again, you need to distinguish between fearing a move that doesn't obey chess principles and being afraid that you're going to blunder a piece.
Why did I try so hard?
Or being afraid that your opponent has a brilliant design up his sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
And when you see a move like queen h5, you gotta go with confidence. Just because a queen advance was bad in one game, just because you blundered a queen in one game, doesn't mean it's like a quarterback
Thanks to the Prime,
who
yoink.
throws an interception and then never throws another pass. They just run plays. You got to put anything that happens in a previous game out of your mind. That's how matches work. And trust yourself in every new game to make the right decisions, which you're a lot better at than you were before. Now, I don't mean to give you this whole speech, but I think it's important that you recognize this even on the big stage. You're not going to do anything crazy stupid if you put thought into it.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, do you know when you play Ludwig?
3 days, the 21st.
Okay, so we definitely have a little bit of time to train. How do you feel? What are your? I know I've talked a lot, so what is going through your mind? Is there anything in particular you want to target or like talk about in terms of this match and preparing for the next one?
No, I think today was just more a matter of I expected things, I didn't get those things, and I just kind of fell apart, and then I lost confidence. Like in the stream, I pointed out I have H5 check, and I just didn't play it. Like I
trust your calculation. Calculation is the magic bullet that allows you to be confident in your moves. You look at this move and you say, well, this brings my queen out early. Is it good? You're like, let me look at this move. Well, what can my opponent do? If I go, he goes G6, I take this pawn and I'm winning. And, you know, that's kind of what you have to, get done. But let me not obscure the fact that I'm very happy you won. You made some really good decisions. And at the end of the day, a win is a win. So I was very proud at the end, despite all of my shouting. So you're the man, and you always come through in the end. So I don't want to shoot down your confidence. If anything, I think the future is very bright.
That was very well. Thank you, Daniel.
You're very welcome. I'm always there for you when you need me.
That's a fact. You pretend to be a hard ass, but you're just a big softy. Yeah.
On the inside, yeah, exactly. And our chat was great. Everyone was cheering you on. We were all experiencing the ups and downs, but we're all happy that things ended the way they did.
Yeah, luckily.
Yeah, well, I'll let you rest today. We'll coordinate. I'm happy to do a couple of sessions before your match with Lud.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Fantastic. Well, thanks, Charlie. Good games. You're the man, and we'll get you in ship shape for the next match.
Perfect. Can't wait, man. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Enjoy.
All right. See ya.
See you later. Bye.
We got the dub skis, but they were pretty fucking bad. Like, they were not good dubs. But, hey, a dubby is a dubby. Man, I really should have just fucking trusted myself. I spent so long looking at this, talking about this, and then I didn't fucking play it. I would have actually won the game on the spot had I just played this move. Had my queen not got trapped in the last game, I would have been far more confident to play this. Thanks to Prime Wayne. And the resub Chickle. Oh, yeah, I'll watch the Mortal Kombat trailer real quick. There, I'll get out of the chess category. Thanks to Prime Smee.
First learned about this 7 years ago. On a mission in Brazil to capture one.
And thanks to resub Pringle.
When we got there, it tore through our unit in seconds. The target had superhuman abilities.
Did anyone watch the 1990s Mortal Kombat movie?
The same marking you do, Cole.
That shit banged in like a so bad it's good way.
He was born with it.
It's not a birthmark, Cole. It means you've been chosen.
Throughout history, different cultures all over the world reference a great tournament of champions.
You know, this doesn't look horrible. Like, just right away, I'll say it doesn't look bad.
I think it's an invitation to fight for something known. As Mortal Kombat.
These are your champions.
I'm Sonya. That's Kano.
Okay, that was that was pretty fucking goofy. Kano's laser beam eye didn't look super great.
No matter how many of my people you put in the ground, we will not fail. Kill them.
Thanks to the resub Thresh. In Mortal Kombat lore, Sub-Zero is the good guy, right? No? Thanks to the resub Nuclear. I saw 3 people say Scorpion is. Really?
You fucking beauty.
I mean, that looks fine. That actually looks much better than I would have expected. Whoops, than I would have expected. Younger Sub-Zero and Scorpion are good. Oh, okay. Next the bits Serradiator. Yeah, I'm gonna play more Friday Night Funkin', but not today. The guy that plays Sub-Zero is one of the guy from the Raid movies? Whoa, wait, who did they get from the Raid? Let me see. I love the Raid. The Raid 2 isn't very good, though. Louis Tan. Is that the one? Oh, they spoiled it! Noob Saibot's in the movie? Damn it! Joe Taslim. Raid 2's better? Am I misremembering what Raid movies there are? What's the one where they go and it's like, there's like the 3 people, one of them uses a baseball bat. Which Raid movie is that? Isn't that Raid 2? Because that one fucking sucked. I didn't like that very much at all. The Raid 1 was much better. I don't remember liking the Raid 2 very much. There's the Prime insert. That's sweet. Well, thank you, Moist. Oh, very sweet. Thank you, Pulley. And thanks for the Prime, Galson. And thanks to the Prime, Snow. Other than story, Raid 2 is better in pretty much every way. What do you mean? Didn't the, like those 3 main guys with like the baseball bat, the fucking butt plug or whatever they were using, those 3 people, they like died instantly if I remember correctly. Like in a single scene, walking down a hallway, didn't he kill all 3? Am I remembering this wrong? It's been years since I've seen this. I'll have to rewatch it, but I remember it being really underwhelming compared to the first Raid. When's the next Rocket League stream? Oh, I don't know. Probably not too far from now. The Mummy Slurpee. I'd say The Mummy. You doing more? I'm debating. I might just take a break and then come back in like 3 or 4 hours, get some food. Maybe do a second workout. Thanks to Prime Stark. Thanks to the bits, Saizulu. Haven't started WandaVision yet. Thanks to the resub, Vega. I'm surprised you haven't heard of The Raid. That's like one of the most talked about action movies like ever. One of the biggest cult action movies. It's not even a cult movie anymore. Like it's huge. It's mainstream. I never said I was going to do a Valorant voice meter post beta. I've said numerous times I'm not doing that. Do you prefer The Raid or Dread? The Raid. Dread's good though. Still haven't seen Old Boy. Thoughts on the Saw franchise? It's pretty shitty. There's only one good movie in the entire Saw franchise, which is the first one. Otherwise, it's pretty goddamn bad. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Moist. Thanks for the Prime Havoc. Yeah, I don't know how notifications work. Of course I want to play more Osu, but not today. We had the tournament today. We played Mr. Beast. We won both, but he was a great fucking competitor. So 4-0 in the tournament right now. Next is Ludwig, who I think is the strongest in the entire tournament. Makes the bits so juicy. I don't remember the second or third one, Rip. I play Lud in 3 days. Do you think Sinister is the scariest movie ever? Because a survey was done and it was determined by a heartbeat monitor that it's the scariest. That sounds like some really awful frat douchebag science. That sounds worthless. I haven't seen Sinister, but I'm just going to go ahead and say probably not. Thanks to the resub milk. Is there any horror movie that is like actually unanimous, well not unanimously, but overwhelmingly praised for being the scariest? If someone says The Shining, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. The old horror movies suck. They're not scary, they're not good, they're bad. We don't need to be artsy and pretentious here. Let's just call it like it is. They're not good these days. I do not think they hold up. I understand how important they are and how great they were for their time, but they're not good anymore. I'm just gonna say it now. I do not, Rip, but I should. Conjuring? The first Conjuring was okay. I see a lot of people saying The Exorcist. Do you mean the original Exorcist? Because again, that is another one that is not fucking good anymore. Or is there like a new Exorcist I don't know about, maybe? There's a tier 1 Snowball. I think Hereditary is one of the best horror movies. That's the only one I can think of. Literally the only one I can think of. Thanks for the Prime Aesthetic. Yeah, it is though, Moist. It's kind of more like a thriller. Thanks to the resub. Ashidi? Ashy? I fucked up your name again. Alright, to the guy saying the Babadook. You can't be serious. There's no fucking way you think the Babadook is a scary movie. I will never understand how people thought that this was like a horror movie. It's so fucking goofy. It is so incredibly goofy. I don't think I've seen Event Horizon, DJ. Yeah. All of these I'm seeing are movies I've either not seen or have seen and think they're not very good. So I just feel like horror movies, it's like the one genre where you're never going to have people agree. Because to a lot of people, shit's just not scary. I don't know about that, B-Red. I haven't seen It Follows. I've heard a lot about It Follows, actually. Hold on, let me look it up. This? Oh, well, hold on, I can't show that on stream. That's just full nipple there. I'm assuming this is it. The 2014 movie? Thanks to Prime Oro. Oh, I know for sure, Avery. Back in its day, I'm sure it was horrifying. Horror movies are super smart for movie studios. It costs only like $1 million, $2 million tops to make a horror movie. And even if they only turn like 10 or 15 million, it's a huge profit. That's why there's so many horror movies, because they're so cheap to make, and then they stand to make tons. Like the highest earning movies, like profit-wise for companies, are horror movies. It's crazy. Like Paranormal Activity, I think it was a sub-$1 million budget, made 200 mil or something. They're huge. Thanks to Tier 1 Cohen. It's hard to distinguish a thriller from a horror for most people, I would say. Really, Doom? That's terrifying. Sorry to hear that. Hey, TPG. I tried to watch Witch, but that shit was just disturbing. It was like this lady pedophile who wanted to fuck a kid or something. It was really just weird. Like, it wasn't scary, it just made me super, like, concerned. Thanks to the resub Villainous and Uza. And the resub King Wolfie. That's all of that guy's movies? What, he just makes women that want to fuck kids in his movies? Robert Eggers? What else has he made? He made Witch. Oh, he made The Lighthouse. Oh, no, he didn't. Did he? Oh, yeah, he did. He made The Lighthouse. Everyone loved The Lighthouse. I haven't seen that yet. I still need to. It's weirder than The Witch? Oh boy. I did watch VHS. I watched VHS 1, 2, and I think there was a third one that I watched. Those movies suck. Back when I was still single, I used to just watch horror movies with girls for a while. That was the trend. So I've seen every shitty horror movie Netflix ever had to offer. And there are so goddamn many awful fucking horror movies. It is shocking. VHS, definitely one of them. Like, there's so many I'll never even remember the name of. There was one where, like, it was like this man and woman moved in next door to some guy who was weird. And they, like, asked him to set up a security system for him. So he set up cameras in their house and just watched them and jerked off until he eventually came over and killed the guy. I have no idea what that movie was called, but it was so fucking dumb. 13 Cameras, that's what it's called. Oh, yeah, this is the one. Creep was another one. Creep 1 and 2. Creep at least tried. Creep wasn't the worst. Thanks for the bits, Tywin. Martyrs 2008 French film. That's the most disturbing, brilliant horror film I've ever seen. Martyrs was really good. I wouldn't necessarily call it horror, though. It was really disturbing, but I don't think it was ever a horror movie. Here's the resub golfing tee. And the tier 1 Blar. Okay. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it for now, and then I'll be back in like, probably like 4 hours, so like 10. I'll be back on around 10. Don't know what I'll be playing then. I guess it'll depend on who's on for GTA RP and what's going on, but yeah, I'll be back in a little bit. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Everyone who donated, big thank you. New subs, welcome aboard. We're 4-0 in the chess tournament, so hopefully we'll keep up the flawless record. And yeah, I'll see you all tonight. Take it easy. See ya.